Hi, I'm Michael, and this is California. And last week we got an update from the SBA regarding our EIDL loan, so the Emergency Injury Disaster Loan. And the email said that now is the time we can set up our portal and review the total amount that we got approved for and figure out if we still need that same amount, make adjustments to it if we need to, and then finalize the loan for approval, for final approval to get distributed to us. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do a step-by-step walkthrough of how to set up that portal, what information is needed, how you can modify the loan amounts that you have on there, take a look at the rates, and then figure out how to finalize it. Now, before we do that, if you do like the information we put out there, if you find it useful, if you find it helpful, please make sure that you like and subscribe. That way you can get updates when our newest and most informative videos become available. So let's take a look at the actual process of getting the application set up. So first of all, we got an email from the SBA indicating that our application is ready for setup. And so what that means is that we can go into the SBA portal, put our information in there, make changes to it, and then finalize it for the final amount. So first of all, there is a button on the email that says create an account. So you click on the create account button, and that will take you to the Create Account page on the SBA website. So you want to make sure that it obviously is the SBA website. I know there's a lot of stuff going on out there, so you want to make sure that whatever link it takes you to, you want to make sure it's going to the SBA actual Small Business Administration website. So it'll have your email in there. You cannot change the email. You'll just need to put in your password and then confirm it, and then you'll be able to create an account. So put the password in there, click the Create Account button, and that will take you to the landing page. So this is the primary page on the application that'll help you navigate to all the different parts of the application. So first thing you'll notice is the amount. So you can see here that the amount that we got approved for is $150,000. And that is the total amount that you can approve for. Now, you don't have to take all the $150,000. So for example, some people's situations may have changed. You know, a lot of things look different now than they looked back in March when we made these applications. There's PPP money, there's other things that happen. So it's possible that maybe you don't need the full $150,000. Now, if you need more, then you're kind of out of luck. But if you need less, then you're going to be able to make changes to it. So if you click on the review and accept amount, also, before we do that, you want to make sure that your application number and your business name is up here on the business profile on the right-hand side. So make sure that it's yours. You never know, stranger things happen. If it has someone else's name, then obviously that's going to be a problem. So reviewing the money, review and accept. You click on the review and accept the amount. And first, it has the amount there at the top, so the $150,000. Now, there's a slide bar here that you can use to change how much you want to accept. So if you want to get less money down to $1,000, you can, or you can take the full $150,000. So again, if you're in a situation where maybe you don't need the $150,000, maybe you only need $100,000, or maybe you only need $50,000, then you're able to make that change through the portal before everything is finalized. So you can slide it around. Additionally, you can see here on the loan breakdown, it's going to have the term, which is 30 years. It's going to have the interest rate for 3.75%. Now, that is going to be the same regardless if you're asking for $100,000 or $150,000. So that percent does not change. The payment frequency is monthly, and it will not start. So the payment starts 12 months after it closes. So whenever it closes, you have 12 months, either pay it back if you want to, or 12 months and you don't have to pay anything until the 12 months. There's also a third-party fee of $100, and in the case of $150,000, the payment is $731 a month, $731 a month. Or again, you can change it. So if you get it down to $1,000 over 30 years, that comes out to about $5 a month. So it just depends on your specific situation. So you can put the amount in there that you want to put, and once that's done, you'll see all the numbers change, and then hit accept. So once you hit accept, you can go back to the main landing page and then move on to the next section, which is to verify your identity. So remember, they did run your credit for this, or for a lot of folks, they ran their credit. I believe what they're using is the information from those credit sources like Experian or those other ones that do it. So when you hit the verify identity, it'll take you to a list of questions to verify who you are. And if you are who you are, they're not really complicated. So it asks you about your date of birth. It asks you where you were born, what country have you lived in, you know, and what names are you associated with in my case. So choose those ones and hit submit, and then it'll say, great, we verified your identity. And now once that's done, you can go back to the landing page and go to the electronic distribution section. So just right down here, just hit the edit, And what this will allow you to do is to change the banking information that the money is going to be sent to. So I know in our comments, and I saw a lot of folks had issues with the account number and the routing number getting switched. Or for example, maybe you want to switch the account information, the bank account that's there, or switch which account it goes to. You can do all that through this portal or through this section of the portal. That way you can make sure that the money gets to the right place. Just in case maybe the information was wrong, you want to double check it, make sure the account number is correct, the routing number is correct, and everything's fine. You don't have to do anything, but if you want to change it, you definitely can. So then hit continue if everything is correct. And then it'll ask you to submit the amount for processing for the amount. So in this case, it's showing 150,000, and you click that submit for processing. And then after that is done, it'll open up the sign closing documents portion as well. So once you hit that submit processing, you'll hit the start button for the sign closing documents. And then it's pretty simple from there. Just put your information in, sign and date, and then you will be done with the SBA process for that portal. So like I said, it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy. Luckily, it allows you to make changes to a lot of aspects of the loan, the amount and the payment information that goes out, or the payment account that it's going to go to. And I can imagine that's probably the biggest concern a lot of folks have through there. Unfortunately, you can't ask for more, but at least you can change it down if you don't need the full amount. All right, so I hope this was helpful for all of you. And really, I totally get it. Like, we applied for this loan back in March, and I thought that the SBA had basically just forgotten about us. And also, it kind of got mixed up with the PPP and all the other stuff in the background. So we were definitely waiting for this information to come out, but it seemed like they had forgotten us, and it never seemed it was going to come. And we got this email to last week. And that really kind of brightened up our day and letting us know that there are still ways to get some help in this time when everything is still locked down and maybe your business is still suffering. So if you have not got your email from your SBA, just hang in there, hang tight. You're going to get it. Just keep checking your emails, and it should definitely come out in the near future. We were one of the first folks to apply. We applied really, really early on. So I would imagine that if you had applied at a later date, they're kind of working through it as first come, first serve. So take a look at your emails, keep an eye on that, and hopefully you all get it. It'll come for sure. I know it will. And I think that my hope is that all this money will be able to get out there, get processed, and get into your bank accounts as soon as possible. So other than that, if you like the information we put out there, if you find this video interesting or helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That way we can get updates when our newest and most informative videos become available. Also, if you have any comments or questions, make sure you put them below. We love to see your comments and questions, and we'll be happy to make a new video or a new post to answer any of those questions. And then finally, we here at California, we know health insurance. That is our core competency. So if you have any questions about private health insurance or covered California or Medicare or Medicaid or Medi-Cal, or even health insurance for your small business, that is exactly what we know. And all of our services are 100% free for anybody here in California. So I know it can be very frustrating if you're coming from your work and you're losing your work insurance and now you need to find your own health insurance, or you're turning 65 and you need to figure out what your options are for Medicare. That's exactly what we can do. We can help you look at your options and figure out which plans fits your budget and the benefits that you need best. So other than that, I'm Michael, and this is California, wishing you a happy, healthy day.